Well, Diana, it's been an amazing 6 months.
Absolutely.
It's been a bit of a whirlwind.
Yes.
A lot,
We're here.
a lot has been accomplished, and it's on two fronts. It's on a business development front. It's on a design front.
Design front has been incredible.
I mean, working with our international design team. I mean, as everybody's well aware, at this stage of business, Kaolin are manufacturers, and I think that's the unique thing about us on the Australian market.
Exactly. We get to actually dictate what our manufacturer makes for us. So if we want a custom mosaic, it's as easy as sending the design file and they make it for us.
Yeah, well, look, let's have pare that back a little bit
Yeah.
and just have that conversation about mosaics, because over the last 6 months we've been working really hard with our manufacturing team and our international design team, and it's something that we really want to point out is Diana on the table here has been working with our international design team and putting together ranges, and I think that's more for an immersive visual experience for people in the showroom.
100%. I think you can talk about something, but unless you see it, you don't understand our full capabilities. And to see this in front of us, how quickly it was actually made for us, and the precision in the mosaic is truly phenomenal. And of course, no maintenance. It's porcelain.
Well, that's right. I mean, I think by this stage the market's really well aware of our manufacturing abilities,
Exactly.
our printing technology. I mean, it's true to form. No matter whether we're doing a travertine look porcelain or we're doing a satellite blue, which is renowned in our showroom. It's
Exactly.
actually our bar.
Our bar.
I've been in the industry now for over 25 years, and so have you, Diana.
Exactly.
And something that I think we both learned, because we've both been working with each other for a long time now.
Yes.
We've both learned very quickly that we didn't know everything.
No.
Until
Until I came to Kaolin, I thought I did know everything.
Mm-hmm.
And when I realised what was on offer here,
Yes.
I realised I've got to get a brand new education.
Well, 100%. Like, I walked in thinking, okay, let's attack this business development side. I'm going to get out there and I'm going to promote this company and sort of get these people in, and view very much on a design perspective. And then I had to sort of step back and go, okay, wait a minute. I've actually now got to learn and understand
the re-education of designing
what we're doing, because I mean, I understand the industry, you understand the industry, but Kaolin's unique. It's unique on a manufacturing perspective, and it's extremely unique in what it offers the Australian market.
The capabilities are absolutely endless. Absolutely endless.
And look, the Australian market, I remember coming into the market when I was 16, and a bit of an after-school experience, and since that age, I've seen the market develop. And look, this is in no way putting what we do down, but I've never really seen the market improve. And what I mean by that, and Diana, please touch on this after I've finished here, is the market has changed as far as what we offer in as far as product, but that product is on repeat. So no matter what store you go to, generally we pull in a concept, or we pull in a trend, and then it gets saturated throughout the market.
Correct.
So can you please explain to us, like, Kaolin is different. Kaolin does have its own manufacturing. We are manufacturers. We're actually one of the largest sustainable manufacturers in the world market. I mean, it's so impressive, right? Like, not only can you come in and buy a beautiful product, but you're actually doing something amazing
on it. Great for the planet.
Environmentally, amazing. So Diana, let's touch on these clear points of difference to who we are as a business, and let's start with our abilities in manufacturing and design.
Well, since we've been here, obviously Kaolin is known for polished, but working with the design team and listening to the Australian market, really listening to architects and designers, we've brought in our new honed finishes, leathered, velvet, satin, really touching on what is important to the Australian way of design and the way they look at it. Because we aren't Europe.
No.
We aren't, UAE, but we can understand there is a point for polished.
Yes.
But we don't want a whole polished house.
No. And touching on that, Diana, is I really want to pinpoint the reason that we have showcased our polish ranges to the detail we have is because we're bringing the world market to the Australian
100%.
market. And again, it goes back to that saturated market. The clear point of difference here with Kaolin is that when you do walk into our immersive experience, you do get the ability to place world design into your design here in Australia, and whether that's utilising our renowned manufactured polished porcelain, our honed or our silk finishes, like you're just mentioning. It's the ability to incorporate that world design market and inject it into your home here in Australia, which generally you are unable to do in other places, right?
Exactly, because it's not offered.
No, exactly.
It's not offered. So here, whatever you want to make, we can actually make it for you.
Yeah.
You're not limited to anybody who's bringing product to the market.
No. Well, the thing is the Kaolin experience is an educational experience. Not only do you walk into this studio and get to sit down with the amazing Diana. Diana's very well known for her designs and what she does, and her ability on high-end homes is, well, I take my hat off to you. I've been working with you for a substantial amount of years, and your eye for detail. Oh, well, yes. But look, it's just the level of detail, and I think what people should understand is that walking into the studio, they're getting to talk to somebody that's actually immersed themselves in the design process of the product.
Exactly.
And I think that makes a very large, substantial difference into the injection of design.
You're not on-selling something.
There's no on-selling.
It's actually designing the product from the ground up.
Look, essentially we're on-selling a product, most definitely. However, we're so immersed and into the design side, into the manufacturing side. So there's every component of the process all the way down to the manufacturing of the product that we on-sell. And I think that's our clear point of difference, is because we're so involved.
Exactly.
And I think that makes for a better design, in my opinion. Yeah.
We know it from the clay where it starts. We actually know it from the clay.
100%. The resourcing of the materials that we actually utilize to manufacture our product is all traceable. I mean, that's such a unique thing. We know where our product comes from, not only, obviously on a manufacturing perspective, but, we house tea farms, we look after forests, we rejuvenate land, and that's all to do on the sustainability side. But on the manufacturing side, every component that's actually in our product to manufacture our product is traceable. And I don't know too many factories on the Australian market that are on-selling that actually have that ability. No. And I think that's very important as far as quality.
I think we're moving with the future
100%.
of Australian designers and architects
100%.
who are looking for sustainable, are looking for customized, because they want to be different. You 100%. Don't want to be using the same things as your predecessors.
That's
you want to be a market leader.
Yeah.
You want to be at the forefront, creating trends, not following them.
Look, and I think we should move over to design signature. But before we do, can you please touch on, you mentioned in our finishes, I mean, all finishes are unique, but the particular finish I gravitate to is something... the honed, Diana. Yes. I think it's something that really hits the Australian market, and it's something that we have worked on for quite a while.
Yes.
Please explain that finish.
The honed finish, and I'm a natural stone girl, is the closest finish I've seen to honed stone.
Yes.
It is
most definitely
phenomenal. But you also get that level of digital print that is absolutely incredible.
Well, it's three-dimensional.
It is. It's got depth.
It got depth. It has movement. It looks like it has undertones. Again, our manufactured stone is true to form.
It's phenomenal.
I walked into the studio 6 months ago.
Me too.
Well, we both did. And truly, we were both floored.
Yes.
To walk into a studio and see things displayed as well as it's displayed, firstly, all on large format, but to have to question your ability to recognize a natural stone
from porcelain
to porcelain.
Oh, listen to this. I had designers coming here a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And it's so hyper-realistic. She asked if she could backlight it.
Wow.
I had to remind her that it is porcelain, and no, it cannot be backlit.
Well, you know what? I remind myself daily. I always have to remind, and the phone calls we get, Diana, or the inquiries. It's interesting.
Yes.
I'll get an inquiry that will say, can you please let me know the costing of your natural stone slabs? Well, I'd love to sell you some natural stone slabs. However, probably not the most sustainable thing to be on selling. But we replicate natural stone. And true to form. So I think that's actually a positive.
Oh, it is.
It really shows that the perfection and the level of detail that we're offering the market is something that's unique, right?
Well, I think we've landed at a place where we can actually show our true capabilities.
That's true.
Because I think until I got here, I didn't know what I was capable of.
No.
And
Well,
now it's
yeah.
basically an open book.
Well, you know what? A high five to that, Diana. No, seriously, because what the industry and the market needs to understand, and I think this is a point that I can't stress any more than I'm about to, is Kaolin is unique. The Australian market is generally dictated by people importing product and walking into a studio, not being able to customize that product. The trend is something that's spread throughout the Australian market. And again, I'm not going to say dictated. We just don't have any other option but to purchase and to design with what's on market. Now, the unique thing about Kaolin is, yes, we're an on-seller. Yes, we're a studio. We work with interior designers. We work with architects. And we work with retail. Now, that retail sector, let's just start with that. We'll segregate those. We'll split them up. Retail market. The retail market has the opportunity to not be led by market. And what we mean by that is you can come in, and let's just start with this, for instance.
Yeah.
You can design your own mosaic. You literally will sit down with Diana. You will sketch a format, a design, choose any of our 4,000 plus ranges, mix them up, and design your own, bespoke mosaic.
Your unique space.
You walk into your
Purely
space,
unique.
So you'll walk into your home and you'll have something that nobody else has. And don't look at this exercise and go, wow, okay, custom, scary, expensive.
No, very affordable.
Very affordable.
Extremely
affordable. In relation to mosaic pricing on the Australian market, we're very aligned. Custom doesn't have to be expensive.
No.
It doesn't have to be scary or hard. Diana, these ranges that are in front of us, now you've worked on these ranges for the last 6 months. These are things that you've brought into the Australian market just so we get something visual.
Exactly.
So we can understand what the capability
is. This is a small offering.
Yeah.
A couple of classic pieces that obviously, so that people can understand that we can do the classic pieces. And things like, let's touch on this beautiful 300 finger.
It's impressive. Simplistic, simple, but impressive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because as we know, curves are in.
Curves are in.
And the only way you could do that was with a Kit-Kat.
Kit-Kat finger mosaic.
A lot of grout joints.
Yes.
This one eliminates
exactly
all that extra grout joint.
That's right.
Giving you a seamless look.
Yes.
And you can have it in any single colour.
Any colour. And actually, Diana, you were talking to me actually only last week, touching on this 300 finger mosaic. The key thing on it, and again, such a simple tweak, is we're eliminating joints that are horizontal.
Exactly.
So you get more of a linear look in your design. Diana's actually now working on a 400 long. This is all the starting point. It is 300. We were very comfortable with 300, but we were just going to push the boundaries, and we're actually looking at doing that in a 400 span.
And with our capabilities, with our manufacturing,
that's right.
I'm going to see how far I can actually get that finger.
Well, exactly.
If I can get a 600.
Well, we're going to be doing a 600. So it's all logistically getting it here and doing all those type things. But, these are all things that are available. We have the ability to do. And I love that, Diana. And, I just like the fact that something is unique, something that I can walk into a space, it's well designed, it has on flow, and it has all those things that we look for in design, but it's unique,
100%.
And that's something that's quite special for, I guess, a retail market.
Absolutely. I think usually you have to go to an interior designer to create a space.
That's right.
Here at Kaolin, we give you that interior design experience.
Yes.
We give you the opportunity to inject any kind of design into your space. Because obviously everyone's unique. They don't want the same as their neighbour, whatever. So we give them the ability to do that.
It comes down to everything nowadays, right? We're very individual with fashion, with what we wear, what we put in ourselves on a daily basis. I mean, why not express that self-expression into your home?
100%.
I mean, be different. Obviously you can do that whether it's colourful and injecting colour, going down to something very simple, which is our travertine home series. Absolutely stunning. The way it's manufactured looks true to form. Something that I won't go into too much detail today, but please do come in and ask. It looks so realistic. I can't tell that it's not travertine. I don't think anybody else would.
No.
It can be organic. It can be simple. It can be extravagant. It can be bold. But no matter what it is, no matter what you're looking for, Kaolin has the ability to give it to you, and it's combined with our technology. And I'm not going to go too much in technology because I think that's pretty well understood now at this stage of business. But if there's any builders listening to this, I want to point something out. Our tiles, 0.5 mil grout joint. Why? We've achieved surface flatness on our large format tiles. Something others in the industry cannot do. Something unique to the Australian market. Yes, you can tile our tiles with a 0.5 mil grout joint. Exactly. If you don't understand that ability, if you don't understand that concept, simply come in. Make a phone call. Speak to us. We will give you the understanding on why we've been able to achieve it, because we've been able to achieve it on a manufacturing perspective.
Exactly.
So don't be scared of the unknown. The unknown is exciting. The unknown is simply an advancement in industry. And it's something that we need to sit down, we need to have a conversation, and we need to understand better.
We want to give the opportunity for you to actually come in and see us and see what we can do for you.
That's right.
Because once you're in here,
100%.
You'll understand, like, why don't I know these people already?
Exactly. And it's sizing, Diana. We do 900 by 1800. I mean, it's ridiculous. 1900 by 1800. I mean, we've been used to working with 6 by 12, right?
We thought that was large format.
We thought that was large format.
Well,
obviously it's not. But the thing is, and we know, we've had problems laying 6 by 12 tiles. They're lippy, they bow.
Exactly.
They're problematic. And, we're using all these particular systems to rectify and to fix these problems. Again, Kaolin, surface flatness, 900 by 1800 tile. It's a tile. Please do not refer to it as a slab. It is a tile. It is unique. You need to understand how it's manufactured. You need to understand its ability. Now let's go back to design, Diana, because we're getting a little bit off track. There's so many things to sort of pinpoint and talk about.
Where are we?
So let's talk about the design community. The design community, what do we cater and what do we have for them? I mean, yes, we have our difference of product. We have our difference in finishes. We have these customized mosaics.
Well, we've got the custom panels as well.
Custom panels.
So they can actually take 6, 7, 8, 10 tiles, put it into a design, and have a purely unique design for
100%.
lift lobbies, for main floors, whatever they want.
These design panels actually is all part of a newly developed range, this Australian organic range. They're things that we're going to sort of highlight during this talk. We'll actually put a few things on Instagram in relation to these panels, but these panels are us as a company trying to, I guess, bring the design industry and the Australian market a clear point of difference.
Yeah, just offering them something different.
Look, we love mosaics. Don't get me wrong. Mosaics are amazing. Yeah. Mosaics are a way to bring movement, texture, depth, all these things to a space. Our design panels are large format.
Yes.
They can be as small format as you want or large.
It's next level.
It's next level. I mean, and I think it's water jet, Diana?
It's water jet cut, sandblasted.
Sandblasting.
We have 3D.
3D, yes.
And then, of course, there's the brass inserts that we can put into it. It's quite amazing.
It is amazing. And, as an interior designer, now we're on your subject, interior designers, please understand that you have the ability to come into a studio and add your design signature. And as we're all well aware, there's so many design firms that have a particular way of designing, have a particular signature,
Exactly.
Let's just...
They can create their own ranges.
Look, I'll name one. Alexandra Kidd. Gorgeous. Organic. I love her designs. I love the team's designs. They're very organic, earthy. She does it very well. And they have utilised our ranges. There are so many others that are in the industry that are unique and they are known for a particular look and style. You have the ability to come into this showroom.
Because we cater for that.
We cater for it. You can design your own mosaic ranges, add design signature, own design panels. The product itself is unique. Take advantage of these opportunities. Understand that the Australian market is moving, is changing. The whole point of us being on this market, in the Australian market, and why we brought this concept to the Australian market is to change it. And that's the thing that people need to understand is what people are missing is that we are different. We do offer a clear point of difference. We are not the same as anywhere else that you will walk into.
Well, we're not a tile shop.
No,
That's for sure.
we're a design studio.
We're a design
Let's
studio.
face it, we're a design studio.
100%.
We on-sell tiles, most definitely. We on-sell porcelain, most definitely. But are we a traditional tile shop? No, we are not.
No.
We are manufacturers. We are a design studio. And we offer the market a completely unique experience. And it's until that you take the time to allow us to get to know you and for you to get to know us, will you truly be able to utilize us in the best way possible.
And elevate all your designs.
Elevate your designs.
100%.
I mean, look, you know, it's easy for us to sit here on camera, easy for us to say these things, but really, until you give yourself the opportunity to understand how we can cater for you, how we can assist you, I think it's a bit of an injustice.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, if you really want to immerse yourself in design, bring your clients a clear point of difference, then I think it's something that you need to come in and have a look at. You need to come and
visit us.
Yeah, definitely.
100% come and visit us.
And this, you know, Australian organic range is something that we hold close to heart because, you know, I love polish. Don't get me wrong. And you know what, Diana? Polished is so misunderstood. It's such a misunderstood finish.
It is.
And people must understand, and it goes back again to this world market. We bring the world market of interior design to Australia. So when you come to our studio, yes, you'll see things that align with the Australian market, align with the Australian trends, but you'll also see things that are on point,
trending
in Milan.
100%.
Yeah, Milan. Where else, Diana? There's anyway, many places in the world that we bring into this studio and allow you to sort of immerse into that experience. Mm-hmm. And one of those is this one here, and I love what you've done here. My camera lady, can you please pass me that mosaic? So you team effort here at Kaolin. We're all involved. We're all there. Now, this particular mosaic, I love how you, Diana, have actually utilised the polished and injected the honed finish.
Exactly.
I love it. It works so well together. What product was this one, darling?
This is white jade ice.
White jade ice. And you know, funnily enough, you know, when you look at the white jade ice and then you see it cut down to this format, it actually looks quite different, doesn't it?
Very much so.
Yeah,
I've got to say 100%.
Yeah. Oh, you know, 100% it is.
But here, I've actually switched it.
Switched it, yes.
Put the honed in with the Brèche de Benu, and it just gives you that pop of colour without the saturation of the colour.
Exactly.
Which Australians love. They don't want to be saturated with colour.
No. But I mean, I love this.
Yes.
It's again, you look at it and it's organic and it's very on trend.
Very architectural.
Very architectural. And then you see these moments, we'll call it, of polished, and it's just a gorgeous balance.
It catches the light.
It catches the light. It catches that reflection. And it just gives it a bit of life, I guess. It gives it a bit of movement, so you'd call it. So, you know, very smart, actually, Diana. I really love the way that you've done that. And that does transcend to a few of the ranges that you've designed here.
Well, the international design team were amazing with this.
Yeah.
And they were actually very excited that we were bringing a different product that hasn't been manufactured before.
That's right, yeah.
To Australia. So they've been really amazing.
Well, look, I completely agree with that. And actually, our design team, our international design team's actually currently with our directors over in Milan.
Yes.
And they're at the design show.
Cesare.
Where?
Cesare?
And that's for the world market of manufacturing. So we're always on point. If you want to know what's happening in the world market, if you want to know what's happening in the world market of interior design in our industry, come in and have a chat, because we generally are always updated and we understand what's happening. And I think that's one of our clear differences too, Diana.
Yes.
Yeah. So one last thing I want to touch on, because there's so many key points of Kaolin. We'll talk forever. We'll probably be for hours. Look, guys, if you do like this video, because this video is obviously giving you a better impression of who we are and what our abilities are, link into the bio and give us some feedback. What are things that you want to know about us? Is there any topics that you want to understand more about what we do? Is it our digital technology? Is it the way we manufacture? Is it the sourcing of our product? Is it sustainability? What is it you want to know?
Exactly.
We're happy to sit here, have these conversations with you for you to understand us and get to know us more. And, you know, we really do invite you in. The only way you're going to understand us, the only way you're going to be able to utilize us is
walk through the door.
Walk through the door.
Come
in. Get to know us. We're friendly. We're actually great people. We like to have a laugh and a bit of a joke. Our team's amazing. Our team is some of the best in the industry. And that goes down to business management, to interior design, to technical, to our social team. It's just phenomenal. Everything's done to substantial detail, and we look forward to seeing you. Thank you for taking the time to listen to us rave on. But we love you guys, and we'd love to see that love come back. Thank you.
Thank you.